Hello and welcome everyone. I am Amedeo602. Today's commentary is going to be my reaction to the Modern Warfare multiplayer reveal event on August 1st. If this is your first time on the channel and you want to improve at Call of Duty, start now by subscribing and ringing the notification bell so you don't miss out on tips, tricks, and tactics to make you a better player. Before we get started, let me say that these are just my initial opinions based on a game I haven't even played yet. I was not flown out to Activision. I was not put up in a hotel. I did not have special VIP treatment. I'm in the same boat as probably most of you guys in that I've just been watching gameplay, watching other people's videos and listening to their reactions and what they like and what they don't like. So these are my initial impressions, and I reserve the right to change any of these at any time, especially between now and the beta, which starts on September 12th, I believe, on PlayStation. I have already pre-ordered the game, so unfortunately I'm not going to be able to put in another pre-order just to get the Dark Edition. Those night vision goggles look pretty cool. I'm not sure how well they'll really work, though, being only a couple $100. It feels like might be better that I just don't even have the option of ordering those. Anyway, so Dark Edition looks cool. I prefer the digital pre-orders, though, so that's what I've done. I pre-ordered digitally on PlayStation Network. Not sponsored or affiliated with them in any way. I just think digital downloads are the way to go. It makes my life a little bit easier. I don't have to be swapping out discs all the time. So with that out of the way, on to actual gameplay impressions. First, we're going to go ahead and we're just going to address the 900-pound gorilla in the room, or the lack of a 900-pound gorilla in the room, and that's that the minimap is gone. I don't know what Infinity Ward was thinking. Minimap's been part of Call of Duty since, I don't know, Call of Duty 1? I played that back on PC back in the day. Drop a comment if you played the original Call of Duty on PC back in, what was that, like 2004 or something like that? Great game, by the way. Loved the campaign, loved the multiplayer. It's a different world back then. I think I was playing Counter-Strike beta back then, and Call of Duty came along, and, well, one thing led to another, and here we are, folks. No minimap. I don't understand what they were thinking. Was there any player base at all? Was competitive, or were the snipers, or were the campers, or the casuals, or the pub stompers? Was anyone out there saying, yep, need to get rid of the minimap. Sorry, it's gone, guys. I don't get it. I don't understand the logic behind it. Now, supposedly, in the build they were playing, something was broken. Imagine that, something broken in a pre-beta build. But I guess you're going to be able to see your teammates through the walls or something, like they're going to be highlighted, kind of like Squad Link in Blackout. So, I don't know, maybe it'll be okay, maybe it won't. I've got mixed feelings about this one, folks, and I don't think I like it as of right now, but I'll be the first to come out and say that I usually would put a suppressor on just about every class back in the day just to keep myself off of the minimap, because you never know who's out there chasing the red dots. Initial thought on minimap, I mean, I was in denial, folks. When I saw that pop up in my feed, I was like, nope, they're gonna have a minimap, that was just gunfight, blah blah blah. And I was wrong. It's not there. I don't like it yet, folks, but we'll see. I typically do run just UAV, counter UAV, and a VSAT or an advanced UAV. Not a huge fan of super lethal streaks, at least when I'm playing in a party. Now, it is fun to go for them every once in a while, and I do want the streaks to be good. I really like just running the non-lethals. Team non-lethal. I used to run in a, I don't know, sort of, we'll call it a pub stomp group, but just a group of friends, and we would call it Team Non-Lethal because, boy, if we put all lethals on, people would just rage quit before you knew it out of a match. So, yeah, my thoughts on the minimap, I don't get it. I really hope that it was the right call. I don't think it was, but we'll see. Kill streaks versus score streaks versus point streaks. I don't really care as long as they're devastating. I would probably prefer score streaks or point streaks the most, but I can live with kill streaks. I have no problem with them as long as they're devastating and they make sense. From what we've seen so far, I think that's going to be the case. I don't know how a Juggernaut in the top slot's going to work. I kind of like the top star to be something like, I don't know, Dogs or a Lodestar from, good old Lodestar from Black Ops 2. In the background here, I don't have Modern Warfare multiplayer gameplay, so I just grabbed a few Blackout wins that were sitting around on my hard drive that I was probably never going to use anyway, so I just kind of threw them all together. Hope you guys are enjoying the gameplay in the background. If anyone has questions about the gameplay in the background and wants to know, hey, why did you make this play, or what were you thinking when this happened or that happened, let me know. I do have a pretty good memory on a lot of that stuff. I can recall a lot of these gameplays, boy, just like they're yesterday. It's kind of scary.
Headshot.
What else? The attachments and the gunsmith and... Oh, Pick 10. Who said we need to get rid of the Pick 10 system? I'm not behind that decision either. I still think this is going to be a great game. I'm not a fan of too much lethal and too much tactical equipment flying around. I'm not a huge fan of getting rid of the Pick 10. I understood it when they said, hey, we wanted to make this simple. And then they show us this gunsmith with like 50 attachments per gun, and I'm thinking, what happened to simple? I like simple. Pick 10 is simple. This gunsmith looks just complicated as heck. But it was probably back in the Ghosts or the Advanced Warfare days. By the way, this is going to be a long and rambly video, so I appreciated anyone who stuck around this long. I'd really love it if you stuck around to the end, but I am going to ramble on and on here, folks. It was probably back in COD Ghosts, right before Advanced Warfare came out. I was over at Gray Fox's house, and long story short, I was telling him, hey, wouldn't it be really cool if we could actually build our own guns with our own custom stats? Like, I want accuracy to be this good, and I want damage to be on this level, and I want this kind of ADS spread, and things like that. But you'd have to make the gun balanced, so it almost looks like that's what they've done with this gunsmith in kind of a roundabout way. So I'm really excited to try that out. I don't really like the idea that the attachments have negatives. Because you can see some of these attachments like, okay, extended mag, you always get more ammo with that. In a lot of games, I don't know if it's all of them, but in at least some of the games, you also get a slower reload speed. So we do have some precedent for that. And I understand putting that kind of thing in there for a balance issue. I just think it's going to make things way too complicated. I don't personally care how my gun looks so much as how my gun works. But that's just me. We'll see. I'm excited to try out Gunsmith. I don't know if it's the right direction for the franchise. And I will bet right now, anyone leave a comment down below if you want to take this bet, because I will bet right now we are going to have DLC attachments, and we are going to have stat-changing DLC attachments. If anyone wants to take that bet, now I'm not betting any money, I'm just betting pride on this, but I will bet 100% of pride that we are going to have DLC attachments at some point, folks, and they are going to be stat-changing, and you're going to have to pony up the COD points for them. I mean, that's the only way they can really recoup the lack of a season pass and the lack of buying maps or selling maps. They've got to have something. I mean, Activision isn't going to just say, oh, well, yes, you can take out the season pass, we don't need that money. No, bro, that's not how it works. It's going to be attachments on the guns. There are going to be guns in those supply drops or reserves or whatever they call them. Just accept it. And if you don't accept it, then find another game once all that hits, because it's going to happen. It's a matter of time. I don't like it. You don't have to like it. But that's reality ever since Advanced Warfare.
Headshot.
Advanced Warfare, by the way, my least favorite COD ever. Not just because of the microtransactions, but just the movement system and the spawns were wacky, and I was not a fan. Oh, what else? What haven't I covered? The game looked great. It looked like it played really well. It looked a little like Battlefield, but everyone says that well, I shouldn't say everyone, but the videos I've been paying attention to, they've been saying that it feels like Call of Duty, so I think that's a great thing. I think the time to kill looks good. I don't understand why they spent so much time on doors. They spent a long time talking about doors. Okay, whatever. I think that'll add to the realism of the game, so that's a good thing. I don't like that some of the streaks need line of sight, so I'm not sure about that. But like I said, the guns look good. The guns sounded real good. I'm not sure about this field upgrade thing. That looks a little too much like a specialist ability to me. Although, not gonna lie, I am definitely interested in trying out stopping power. So, we'll see. Overall, I think the game exceeded my expectations. There are a few things I would like to see changed, but that's what the public beta is for. So I pre-ordered, and I definitely intend to play a lot during the public beta. If you'd like to play with me and hone your skills, then take the time right now to go ahead and subscribe to the channel and join the Amedeo602 PS4 Community. We're definitely going to try to get some Modern Warfare streams going in September during the beta, and I'd love to have you join the stream with me. That's all I've got for this one. Thank you very much for watching. GG, fellas. 60, piece of the rock. Ooh, I'm gonna die.
Got one.
I got a grenade on this guy. He's probably gonna push me.
I'm pushing him.
Hit him with the outlaw. He's dead. GG.
Yes, sir.